Hey everybody, I'm Nick Palmisciano, and today we're going to talk about two things. The first is the Lost Battalion from World War I, otherwise known as the 77th Division. The second is going to be the sidecar, a drink that was very popular at the time that I'll teach you how to make today. The 77th Division, led by Major Charles Whittlesey, was made up of 554 men. On October 2nd, believing that the French and the 92nd Division were at their left and right flanks also advancing, the 77th advanced aggressively forward deep into German lines. The result, of course, was that they ended up completely surrounded by the Germans, completely isolated from the rest of the Allied line. They were so cut off, in fact, that the only way that they could get water is to crawl under heavy fire to a nearby stream. Food was unavailable, and communication was so poor that it came down to simply using passenger pigeons in order to get messages across. At one point, because of bad communications, artillery fire started dropping on the 77th from Allied forces. The only way that they could get a message across that they were being hit with friendly fire was via carrier pigeon. Classic to the times, the message, rather than the aggressive nature of messages that we would have today over radio traffic, was very polite and very simple. We are along the road parallel 276.4. Our artillery is dropping a barrage on us. For heaven's sake, please stop it. Despite the heavy losses, the fact that the 77th Lost Battalion moved so aggressively forward actually threw the Germans off their game. They thought that this was a main effort and consolidated their efforts around defeating the Allies at that point. Little did they know that this was actually an accidental diversion, which ultimately allowed the rest of the Allies to advance and push the Germans back, forcing a victory in the Argonne. Of all the men that fought in the Lost Battalion, 197 were killed in action, 150 went captured or missing in action, and only 194 were rescued that day. To the men of the 77th Lost Battalion, we can't fill your shoes, but we can fill our glasses. The sidecar.